Hello, Rama Rama Puppodu. Hope all are in good health, feeling very relaxed, peaceful, and always happy. Now let's go to chapter 13, part 3 Wounds, Not a Single Copper. From Bangalore, after 3 days' stay, Ramdas sailed for Bombay. The passengers on the boat looked after Ramdas with great tenderness and care. He reached Bombay docks. No notice of his arrival was given in advance to Sanjeev Rao of Bombay. Ramdas ran from street to street through the brilliantly lit city. As the boat had arrived in the evening, the policeman at the junction of roads guided him. He made his way to Gamdevi, where Sanjeev Rao resided. Sanjeev Rao and his wife were quite taken by surprise but were delighted to welcome him. It appeared they were speaking of him only a few seconds before. He suddenly dawned upon them. He stopped in Bombay for about 5 days. Mother Rukubai, with her girl, Ramabai, was at this time staying in Kurla, a suburb of Bombay, in her sister's house. The girl was then about 13 years of age. Ramdas had an invitation from this house and he accordingly visited it. Rukmabai and a daughter came and sat in front of him. Well, the mother said, what about the marriage of this girl, who is growing up? A question thrust right into Ramdas' face. I have not a single pie with me, she continued, and she has to be married. While you own up that you have not a pie, he, in his turn, must confess that he too does not possess a single copper. Ramdas replied with a spice of humor and laughed. The answer nettled her a great deal, and she placed before him a lurid picture of his dereliction of duty and lack of responsibility. He listened to her with a cool indifference and said, why do you worry over the matter? God's will is supreme. All things happen as He wills and at the time determined by Him. How can you say so? Do you mean to say then the human effort has no value? She retorted. Human effort, he replied, is necessary only to learn that human effort as such is useless, and God's will alone is the real power that controls and brings about all events. When you realize this truth, human effort ceases and divine will starts its work in you, and you do all things in the freedom of the soul, liberated from care, fear, and sorrow. This is the real life to be attained. So leave all things to the Lord by complete surrender to Him. The mother did not seem to be impressed with this presentation of the truth. The talk on the subject came to an end. Next day, he returned to Sanjeev Rao's in the evening. From Bombay, he sailed by steamboat to Veraval. On the boat, he found himself in the company of Mohammedans who were very kind to him. There was also a Brahman lad on the boat in charge of a tea shop. He took a great liking for Ramdas and provided him with eatables. The other passengers were also very kind. That's all, folks. Let's see you in the next chapter. Thank you. Bye bye. Rama Rama Puppodu.